On Easter, there were only two rules at the Third Avenue Church. 1, show up. 2, look good. People come from miles around to strut down the aisle in their new Easter outfits. Reverend White always gives a special Sunday sermon shout out to that one member wearing something so spectacular it makes the congregation rejoice and sing hallelujah. This year, Elijah was determined to be the first kid to get the reverend's nod and the church's applause. And all he had to do was pick the perfect Easter suit. Elijah started his search at the newest department store uptown. It had all the fresh hip styles. But this one was too loose. And this one was too tight. And this one just didn't look quite right. Elijah continued his quest at the trendiest thrift stores in Midtown. It had all the hard-to-find, one-of-a-kind styles. But this one was for a prince. This one was for a knight. And this one just didn't look quite right. Elijah ended his hunt at the oldest boutique store downtown. It had all the fancy classic styles. But this one was too dark. This one was too bright. And this one just didn't look quite right. Elijah's hope for the best Easter suit were falling apart at the seams until he saw Deacon Brown and Mother Green outside the church. "What's wrong, Elijah?" asked Deacon Brown. "I've been all over town and I can't find the perfect Easter suit. Now I won't get Reverend White's shout out." Mother Green said, "When I was your age, they wouldn't let us shop in stores around town. So, most of the time we had to make our own Easter suits," chimed Deacon Brown. "That's right," said Mother Green. "My parents would take pieces of fabric and make a beautiful new Easter outfit. I knew where every stitch of cloth came from, and that made it special." "Dressing up on Easter Sunday is not about winning a competition," said Deacon Brown. "It's about remembering our culture and celebrating new beginnings," added Mother Green. Inspired, Elijah hurried home. He found the old blue jeans Dad wore when he tended the garden last summer. Mama's scarf that she wore last fall when Dad's pumpkin won the first place at the fair. The blanket that covered baby sister when she came home from the hospital last spring. Deep in the back of the closet, Elijah found the homemade Easter outfits that generations of ancestors had worn in the past. Each tattered thread sang a song. Elijah opened his heart and listened. With his family's help, he sketched and measured and cut and sewed until he created the perfect Easter suit, a beautiful garment created from things he loved. It wasn't too loose. It wasn't too tight. Not meant for a prince nor fit for a knight. It wasn't too dark. It wasn't too bright. And it looked just right. The next morning, Elijah showed up to the Third Avenue Church looking good. Mother Green smiled. Deacon Brown winked. And Reverend White preached, "Look at Elijah, shining like spring," reminding us to honor the sacrifices of the past while we celebrate the new life Easter brings. Elijah strutted down the aisle in his patchwork of perfection, and the congregation shouted, "Hallelujah." The end.